Hello everyone and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're looking at part 2 of Britsgiving.
Something I had never heard about until part 1 yesterday. But this is basically Thanksgiving in Britain.
Right.
Not American, well, American Thanksgiving in Britain celebrated by British people?
Maybe.
So
as we know, Thanksgiving is a very important American holiday.
Very important, yes.
And that it's important to eat yummy food with your family.
Big family reunion, a big meal, and then lots of football on TV.
And that meal usually is turkey,
Yes.
potatoes,
Stuffing,
some
gravy, vegetables, and then to finish it all off,
pumpkin pie.
yum, yum.
That's right. So now we've learned that the Brits or British people are now celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, part of it was the food and the tradition, but also part of it was just the act of giving thanks. That's the American name, Thanksgiving, giving thanks for all the blessings, all the good, nice, lucky, wonderful things in your life. Having a nice home, family, friends, health, love, just taking some time to appreciate those things and appreciate the people who care for you, who give you those things. And there were British people who kind of went, hey, that's a pretty cool holiday. We should do something like that here in Britain, in the UK.
That's right. So now they've called it Britsgiving.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we're going to learn more about, why people celebrate Britsgiving in Britain and in the UK.
Yeah, because when I lived there as a kid, they didn't do this, but they do now. So kind of how did it start? What inspired people in Britain to have their own sort of British Thanksgiving? Let's read the article and find out.
How did Thanksgiving become a big deal in the UK? One reason is all the Americans there. Some are married to British people. They keep the traditions alive with their families.
All right, so now we know a little bit about what Britsgiving is. Yeah, let's answer that really interesting question of when and how did British people start to sort of adopt or take on this American holiday as their own? Because as I said, when I was a kid and lived in the UK, they did not do this. Thanksgiving was a foreign holiday for British people, just like Dragon Boat Day or Chinese New Year. It was something that they didn't really do in Britain. So when and how and why did they?
How did Thanksgiving become a big deal in the UK?
Good question.
One reason is all the Americans there.
Good point. There are a lot of Americans in Britain. Even at my school, there was one American kid. His father worked for the US government. Now it says some are married to British people. Of course, these people speak the same language, have a lot of the same culture, work and study in each other's country. So to find British people married to Americans, Canadians, Australians, this isn't an unusual thing. This is pretty common. And of course, there are many British people married to America. Even going back to World War II, many American soldiers married young British women. And of course, that kind of thing has gone on many generations since then. And as people mix their families, they also mix their cultures. They keep their traditions alive with their families, in the same way that we here in Taiwan might celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving or Christmas or things like that, even though we're far away from home. If you're married to someone, that means you have found one person that you want to love and live with and maybe even make a family with in the future. You will buy them a ring, you will have a special wedding ceremony, your friends might be there, you might do it in church in front of God or whoever, but it basically means you're kind of promising your life, your love, your heart to one other person. And then you had a wedding and yay, congratulations, now you are married. Da, 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 da. That's it.
Right. Okay, so we had another adjective in there, which is alive. We talked about keeping traditions alive.
Oh, yeah.
So alive means to continue living or continue existing. So we use alive for like people and animals. If they are alive, it means that they live. They are not dead. Now, when we talk about keeping traditions alive, we mean making sure that they continue and that they are taught, to your children, and they continue from generation to generation, and that they don't die or that they're not forgotten.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something that if we don't do it, we might lose it in the culture. I think in Taiwan, a lot of people now are trying to keep many Aboriginal languages alive. A lot of the people who speak Yame or Amis, those Aboriginal languages, many of them are old. The young kids are learning, Taiwanese or Mandarin Chinese. So it's important to keep languages, cultures, traditions alive. Otherwise, in the future, we'll only know about them from books and films and stuff. It won't be part of people's daily life. All right, let's take a break and then we'll come back and we'll keep Thanksgiving alive in the UK.
Others are away from home for work or study. They teach the traditions to their foreign friends. The British people are another reason. Some fell in love with Thanksgiving in the US. Others find out about it on social media. They want the same feeling at home. So, they prepare their own Thanksgiving meals. For them, it's now Britsgiving.
All right, so we've learned that Thanksgiving has sort of been celebrated in Britain for a long time, often because Americans would marry British people and bring their holidays along with them. In fact, actually, I remember Winston Churchill's mother was American, and his father was British. And of course, he's a famous British prime minister. So this has been going on for a long time, these mixing of marriages and families and cultures. But there are other reasons. It says other Americans, are away from home for work or study. Yes, many Americans will go to Britain to take a job, to study in school, maybe in the great universities of the UK. So there are a lot of different reasons that Americans might move for a long time or for the rest of their lives even into a country like Britain. And study is one of them. Notice here we're using study as a noun for work or study. You can, of course, and will often use study as a verb. When you're preparing for your exam, you're studying your notes, you're studying the things you've learned in school for the test. But also, when we're talking about going to school, that is, you are studying. If you're going to a country, you might have to tell them, why are you visiting? Are you here for a holiday? Are you here for work? Or are you here for study? And you might have a special visa that allows you to go to school, live in that country for a year or something like that. The reason you are there is for study or to study, to go to school, in other words.
Okay, and so those people there for work and study, work or study, they teach the traditions to their foreign friends.
Sure, of course. My wife knows a lot more about Christmas now because we've been married and, we celebrate it in a different way, but we do celebrate it. She's learned a lot about it because I taught her about Christmas.
Right, so to teach someone means to, show someone how something is done or to pass knowledge on to someone else. For example, your teacher, of course, teaches students.
Sure.
But in this case, to teach traditions is to just give your knowledge or what you know about those traditions and to show them to other people and to show them how to continue these traditions.
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be in a classroom or a school. If you're watching baseball with your friend who loves baseball, they'll teach you stuff. You will learn stuff. They will pass on information. And we also had this very important adjective for talking about different countries and cultures, foreign. If something is foreign, it is from another country or culture that is not your own. Everything is foreign when you are outside of your own country. All right, so we can talk about foreign food. But of course, your food, your local food, which is sort of the opposite, would be foreign food for anyone else. And our food in Canada is local for us, but maybe foreign for you. Just meaning it comes from another country that's not your home country. Next, it says, the British people are another reason. All right, so just British people. No marriage, no working or studying in America. Just British people are another reason, and that's explained. Some fell in love with Thanksgiving in the US. Maybe they traveled there, they studied there, maybe they even learned about it from an American friend, but generally, a lot of British people like American culture, right? I think they play up baseball games and football games in Britain because there are British people, of course, who just are interested in things that come from America.
Right, so others find out about it on social media.
Oh, yeah.
They want the same feeling at home,
Interesting.
so they prepare their own Thanksgiving meals. For them, it's now Britsgiving.
There you go. So yeah, it's true. A lot of American TV shows and movies will feature families celebrating Thanksgiving, talking about the things they're thankful for. I guess also these days celebrities post their Thanksgiving pictures on Instagram or somewhere.
Food looks so good and it's such a great meal that
Right?
I guess everyone would want to celebrate. And
Sure.
now everyone in Britain can and
There
have
you
their
go.
own Britsgiving.
And many American people also now celebrate Thanksgiving with their friends. So it's something you can do with your family, with your friends in Britain, in America. Even here, we could have Thai-giving. Thai-giving. Taiwan Thanksgiving. We just have to find the turkeys.
All right, well, we'll let you go celebrate that.
That's
and
easy.
See you next time.
Take care, guys, and
Bye.
happy Thanksgiving, no matter how you celebrate it.
How did Thanksgiving become a big deal in the UK? One reason is all the Americans there. Some are married to British people. They keep the traditions alive with their families. Others are away from home for work or study. They teach the traditions to their foreign friends. The British people are another reason. Some fell in love with Thanksgiving in the US. Others find out about it on social media. They want the same feeling at home. So, they prepare their own Thanksgiving meals. For them, it's now Britsgiving.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 married 形容词，已婚的。Everyone here at the party is married. 这个派对里的每个人都已婚。下一个单字 study 名词，研读、攻读。I am interested in the study of English literature. 我对于研读英国文学有兴趣。Literature 指的是文学。下一个单字 teach 动词，教、传授。它的三态是 teach, taught. My brother taught me how to ride a bike. 我哥哥教我如何骑单车。最后一个单字 foreign 形容词，外国的。Betty likes to make foreign friends. Betty 喜欢交外国朋友。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 away from 离开，不在。Away 是一个形容词，表示离开的，不在预期之处的。它的后面加上 from， 再接原先的所在地。我们来看看这个例句。The boss is away from the office. 老板不在办公室。下一个文法 fall in love 爱上、热爱，这是一个动词片语，可以加上 with 来接对象或者是事物。fall 的三态是 fall, fell, fallen。我们来看看这个例句。Bob fell in love with my neighbor Emma. Bob 爱上我的邻居 Emma。 最后一个文法 find out about something， 得知、发现某事物。Find out 指的是获知、发掘，可以搭配介系词 about 来带出所知道的资讯或者是事物。Find 的三态是 find, found, found。我们来看看这个例句。The manager found out about the mistake we made。经理发现了我们所犯的错误。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hello everybody! Today we are taking a look at Banqiao Station. Now in the US, when you go to a train station, you go there just to take the train. There's not delicious food and shopping, whereas in Taiwan, oftentimes when you go to a train station, you could go there all day and never even take the train. Shop, eat delicious food. It's a lot different than in the US. So with that in mind, let's take a look at Banqiao Station.
Banqiao Station is a 3-rail train station in Banqiao in New Taipei City. There are platforms for the high-speed rail, local train, and MRT. People can easily change from one system to another. The building is 25 stories tall above ground and 5 stories deep below ground. It is now the second tallest station building in Taiwan. You can ask for information and buy tickets on the first floor. Besides taking trains, there are many other things to do. The Global Mall has lots of shopping and food choices from B1 to the second floor. The mall has many fashion, sports, book, and gift stores. You can also borrow a book from the self-service library on B1.
One thing I noticed about Banqiao Station, and this is very often the case in Taiwan, is that the shopping malls, like the Global Mall they have there, the B1 is where you have the food court. And it's always B1 where there's a food court. Everything in the US is pretty much above ground. So our food courts are usually on the second floor of a shopping mall, which usually has 2 floors. So that's all the time we have for today, and we'll see you next time.